In this video, we show the key functions that Convert+2 converting control software for Napata rewinders, slitters, and converting centers has to offer. First, we can have a look at the bottom right-hand corner where we can find a product list that is imported from a CSV file. This file can include anything from product IDs and descriptions to the color and the manufacturer of the product. This list is fully customizable, allowing you to have complete control over your converting process. From this list, we are able to manually select which products we want to convert on the Napata, or we can scan a barcode that contains the product ID to start converting. To manually select the product, all you need to do is double-click on the specified product. We are also able to select products with the filter function. This allows you to select products by the manufacturer, by the series, and then by the color to easily locate the products you need for an order. Lastly, we can manually search for products using our full text search function. During the search, we can specify the search by product ID, description, or group, or even by color. Really, any of the fields that you have customized down here, you can search by. Once we have materials loaded into the production queue, we have many fields that we are able to change depending on the converting job. For example, we're able to change quantity, the target length, unit, and mode. So changing the quantity will allow operators to run more than one rewind at a time of the same material. When running a job with a quantity that is over 1, will prevent the machine from ejecting the film after the first rewind is finished. This will save time, allowing the operator to start the next rewind without reloading the material into the pre-feed rollers. Next, we're able to change the target length. This displays, the length that you are desired to reach with your rewind, and you are also able to change between meters, centimeters, millimeters, and also yards, feet, and inches. Lastly, we're able to change the converting mode, which allows users to select between roll, sheet, and measuring. Roll mode allows operators to do a regular rewind of a certain length that they desire. Sheeting mode is used for when a customer needs a certain quantity of sheets, and measure mode will measure a full roll of material to get an exact measurement. The last field that is in this area is cut width. So cut width allows operators to determine the slitting pattern for the material that needs converting. In this example, we can use two 50 centimeter rolls coming off of 100 centimeters. You're also able to change to green or orange. So the green option is telling the machine that it's going to be going back to stock or to your warehouse, and then the orange option is meaning that it will be sent to the customer. This is important because it'll print different labels, one for the warehouse when it's green, and one when it is orange, it'll be for the customer label. We are also able to integrate your current ERP system with Convert+2, which eliminates the needs for manually selecting products and using a pick ticket system. If the software is configured this way, all orders that are placed will be displayed in the Orders tab. Here we have examples of what it would look like if your ERP system was currently configured with Convert+2. So if the product purchased by the customer is in this Convert+2 database, this information is sent to the Convert+2 software using CSV files from your ERP system. This file can contain certain items like your packing list number, customer name, and many other fields that are displayed right here. So after selecting the products that you need to convert, you can send them down into the production queue by either scanning a label or clicking this button right here. After sending jobs down into the production queue, there are two ways you can proceed. You can either scan the barcode label on the production code to confirm the material you are converting to prevent production errors such as converting the wrong material. If the material you are converting does not have a barcode label, you are also able to click the green check mark to confirm the material you want to convert. If you end up confirming the job with a green check mark, it will state in the log file that the operator confirmed the job manually, not by scanning. Another important factor about Convert+2 software is that it will automatically group jobs together. For example, if you have 3 separate jobs that use the same material, it will group these jobs together even if they're separated by orders. For instance, highlighted right here. This saves a lot of time because it eliminates the need for the operator to reload the material multiple times or obtain the roll from the warehouse again when processing orders that use the same material. This feature is always done automatically. If we were to use the scanning function during this process, the software would also display the roll length, which is the total amount of material on the master roll that you are unwinding from right here. Since we're doing a manual confirm process, we have to enter the length of the master roll, which we can do 25 meters. The target length and roll length bars contain the information for the rewind that is being processed. The target length contains the desired amount of material that you want to unwind from the master roll. The roll length is the amount of material that is on the master roll. Just to the right of the 2 bars displays the number of labels that will be printed after a job that is complete. So 1 and 1. One label will be printed for the roll that is going out to the customer, and another label will be printed for the master roll so you can send it back to your warehouse. The label for the master roll will print a label after both of the jobs are completed. This is because we have 3 jobs right here, so we will process all 3 jobs and then 1 master roll label will be printed after the 3 jobs are processed. And this is only when you are using material that is the same and jobs are stacked together in this instance. You are also able to change the number of labels that are printed for each roll. For example, if you want to have a label for the box and the roll itself, you can select 2 labels for the master roll. This button right here below this printer allows you to select the labels you need for each job. For example, right now it is set so you get labels for every job that is converted. However, if you were to do a sheeting, you may not want a label for every sheet that is produced. If you click the button, it will switch to the single label mode, only producing 1 label for the sheeting job. You are also able to select no label mode, which will prevent the printer from printing a label after the job is completed. The 2 printing icons are used for manually printing labels. If you ever need to reprint a label if one is damaged. Between these 2 icons is the label editor. In this field, you are able to fully customize the label to your specification. You are able to produce labels for the following fields: warehouse roll, job from order, job from local database, job with cutting off, and measurement. The warehouse roll field, which is selected right here, is the label that will be printed for the master roll when you send it back to the warehouse. The job from order is the label that will be sent to the customer when you are using the ERP function in Convert+2. This label can be modified to display the customer's name, number, or any information that you can export from your ERP system. The job from local database is the label that is printed when a product from the product list is double-clicked or scanned from a picking note. The job with cutting off is the label that is printed when you're using the cut width feature. When using this feature, the product ID and the width fields will be changed on the label to show that slitting has taken place. And lastly, the measurement is the label that will be printed when you measure a complete roll of material. So below we have fields we can edit the current label formats. Right now the label that we have for the warehouse roll is the product ID, description, date and time, user ID and user, and then length, so the length and then the batch number. These all can be changed to your own specification. In the right hand corner of this window are the fields that can be used within the label editor, allowing you to customize the label to your company's standards. Here we are able to position the certain fields with the blue arrows, and we can also change the font sizes as well with this button right here. We are also able to display lot numbers as well on labels and during the converting process. Here we can manually enter lot numbers of a product by selecting lot no. After typing in a lot number that is displayed here under batch, after typing in the lot number, it is displayed here under batch. If you have your label configured to display batch, this lot number will now be printed on the label as well. And if we go into the system settings, we can see the lot number that we just entered is displayed right here. Oftentimes, manufacturers will include barcodes on their boxes with the lot number, so you can easily scan this code, eliminating the need for typing the lot number into our software. You are also able to set up the software to force the operator to scan the lot number before they run your converting equipment. This eliminates errors and allows for consistent tracking of lot numbers on all orders. Over on the left-hand side of the screen, there's an option to change rewinding direction. Currently, we are in mode 1, which is a normal rewind. If we click the button, it will change to roll mode 2. This allows the operator to do a reverse rewind onto the top core. The next option is reverse rewinding from the bottom or the master roll. And lastly, mode 4 is reverse rewinding on both the top and bottom mandrel.